from something you forgot along the way. Let's see. So today we are on lesson number 13. Tell yourself you have just one arrow. The art of focusing the mind. As the youth standing in the archery ground faced the target with a pair of arrows, the grizzled old master beside him said bluntly, "You're still a beginner, make it one." To hold two arrows was customary. Why should he, a beginner, use only one? The advice made no sense. Despite his misgivings, the youth obediently cast one arrow aside. Then the thought struck him, now I have only one. He focused all his mind on it and successfully hit the target. The onlookers erupted in applause, surprised to see one so inexperienced perform so well. Still, the archer puzzled over the advice he had been given. Finally, he sought out the master and asked him for an explanation. "It's simple," said the old man with a twinkle. "Knowing you have a second arrow to fall back on prevents you from focusing on the first. Your guard goes down. Unless you are prepared to stake all on a single arrow, you could have dozens and it wouldn't be enough. The idea that if this doesn't work, I can always try again next time interferes with concentration. It keeps us from devoting ourselves heart and soul to the task at hand, the way the medieval French philosopher Guillaume Boudet, 1467 to 1540, devoted himself to his studies. He left all the household affairs to his wife and did nothing but study. Even when the houseboy ran in and cried, "The house next door is on fire! Hurry, you must escape!" Bidet never looked up. He said only, "My wife takes care of everything. Go talk to her." It sounds ridiculous, and yet, to be able to immerse oneself so wholeheartedly in a pursuit is admirable. To be absorbed in one thing to the exclusion of all else, focused solely on the goal, makes any task achievable. Okay, very good. So this story is teaching us about the power of concentration and to focus wholeheartedly on the task at hand. And as long as we have the thought that, well, if I don't succeed this time, I can try again and again and again. So this thought, the karma of the mind, it's interfering with our accomplishment here and now. So it's human psychology. Actually, if we look deep into our hearts, we don't believe, for example, that we're gonna die tomorrow. No matter how many people die, we hear the bad news. There was a big earthquake in Turkey and Syria. Tens of thousands of people lost their lives. But we don't think it's going to happen to us. Um, so we just keep procrastinating our life's greatest task. So we feel, oh, I'm going to be okay. I'll be fine. So we end up wasting a lot of time that we have today. Like Rumi says, we have this precious golden sword, but instead of knowing its value, we don't know what it's good for, so we just stick it into the wall and we hang our clothes onto it. It's a waste of a golden object, but that's because we don't know its value. So because we think our life continues like forever, we don't appreciate its value um, to the truest sense. So as we learn the Dharma more and more, we become aware of the impermanence of this world and especially our lives. And then we can give all we have here and now. We listen to the Dharma wholeheartedly. Our mind might start going around and wandering around, but we will be able to bring it back and focus here and now. All it takes is one time we hear the truth, then we will be able to experience true happiness that holds us fast, never to abandon us. It only takes one time. We will never ever again lose it. Yeah, but in order to get to that point, we need to face the truth that every moment we have will never be repeated, and it's very infinitely precious. So good job everyone for being here practicing together. Today's Saturday. We're going to have the happiness lab at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Have a wonderful start of your weekend. Bye.